Welcome back to the PiscesDeadPeople Die Weekly Podcast. We here at the PDPDWPC say, how could Brock Lesnar say he doesn't know who R-Truth is? I mean, R-Truth is the only man to ever make Brock Lesnar break character, if you remember that. So, I just think that whole intro was kind of, thumbs down, no lie. How you gonna act like you don't know him when you've literally met him several times? And I get the gimmick of, who are you? You're so not important to me. The Thanos of, I don't even know who you are, kind of thing. But regardless of that, the intro itself was not a big fan of. But before I get into that, if you enjoy these, leave a like. Also, comment down below and leave your opinion on my opinion. And while you're at it, be sure to Glasgow kiss that subscribe button and punch that bell to keep up with new episodes. So, the intro, I don't know. People are going to be like, it was Brock Lesnar, woohoo! And some other people are going to be like, yeah, keep R-Truth in the spotlight. I just got to say, both of them were kind of down, just mid with this intro. It was not a good intro. Brock Lesnar was just constantly like, who are you? What's your name? Your name's this? And R-Truth's just doing the dual identity gimmick. And look, it sets up a Brock Lesnar and R-Truth match in between waiting on John Cena and Brock Lesnar at Wrestlepalooza. And I'm down for it. But the intro itself, especially at the end, after Brock Lesnar got the SpongeBob treatment and he's showing off a SmackDown blue underwear that ripped through his pants, look, I'm just not here for that, though. It was just a kind of a pitiful intro. So, 2.83 out of 5 stars for the intro of the night. The first match of the night was the second official Sami Zayn U.S. Open Challenge match. And it was Sami Zayn against Rey Fenix. And that was a good match. That was a good way to kind of take the heat off of the intro and add a little bit more energy to it. The predictability in this one was wild. One minute you think that Rey Fenix is going to take the championship away from Sami Zayn. The next minute, you think Sami Zayn's going to retain. And by the end of it, Sami Zayn does retain. And it was a killer match. Respect from both sides. I mean, this was like the goal of like what Sami Zayn would have wanted, is respectful competitors and stuff like that. He's so far on the face spectrum to the far left of the face spectrum when it comes to WWE, that that's kind of the setup he'd always want. And we also got later on in the night the next official match for the Sami Zayn U.S. Open title shot. And it is going to be Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. Now, I'm looking forward to that one, especially with Carmelo Hayes' build-up of, I want a U.S. title shot, and The Miz is constantly getting in there like, nah, we need those tag teams, man, I'm trying to set you up. But Carmelo seems to be getting to him. We see Miz kind of eyeballing him from the side like he does. But regardless of that, I mean, I'd like to see Carmelo win that U.S. title and move on to be tag team champions with The Miz. I'm not sure if that'll actually happen or not, but shoot, I'm down for it. But Sami Zayn versus Rey Fenix's match ended to me a 3.83 out of 5 stars. So, good match, picked up the heat, moves on to the next match, or what you think is going to be a match. That seems to be a big gimmick for WWE nowadays. Oh, we're going to set up a match. Haha, not really. So, Julia versus B-Fab. Look, I don't even think we got any type of setup to this other than this show. We had, look, they get in the ring, the bell never happens, a match doesn't happen, and they called it a match. 2 out of 5. They competed a little bit, no bell ring, no actual match happened. 2 out of 5 stars. The weakest thing that I've done so far, and that's only because I'm so sick and tired of this little gimmick of, hey, let's set up a match, and it doesn't happen. What's that supposed to do? Will make us want it more? Come on, that's not a way to hype up a match. So, low rating for that one. Moves into the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton match for the WWE Women's Championship, and that one ended in a countout. though it was the second or third best match of the night, which isn't saying much considering we only had 3 matches in a main event, if you count one of them as matches, considering the bell didn't ring. If you don't count the Julia and B-Fab match, then it's 2 matches in a main event. And I'm just, what has SmackDown gotten to if that's the case? And doing more promotions than matches. Anyway, rants aside, the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton match was, like I said, the third best match of the night with a 3.67 out of 5 stars. And, neither women, Tiffany retained because of a count out, and, I don't know, everything's just been kind of weak at this point, and I don't know, no hate to anybody in particular, but, must be a new moon or something, holding back people's skill. But the main event of the night was Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, which, this one saved the show. What a match that was. And the ending was a surprise. The skill set was, to be expected, but still, they nailed every shot how they were supposed to. The crowd was behind it. We got some chants. We got the energy from the crowd behind them to lead into Randy not being able to punt Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre taking advantage of Randy and the ref to cause Randy to just take it and get pinned. And, let's just say the match itself got a 4.08 out of 5 stars. Good match. But at the aftermath of it, Cody Rhodes makes his return and challenges Drew McIntyre to a match at Wrestlepalooza. What a return. Cody Rhodes, in an epic fashion, just shows back up, takes care of Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre is constantly just taking advantage of Randy Orton's weak spots in this match. And in a beautiful fashion, Cody Rhodes runs him out of the ring and announces that it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre at Wrestlepalooza. And I just got to say, Cody Rhodes, you're not winning that match. My prediction is Drew McIntyre is going to win. I don't know if the belt's on the line or not. If it's just a singles match, Drew McIntyre is definitely going to win that one. No hate on Cody, but that's just a prediction. But it was a good SmackDown nonetheless. I mean, not the best SmackDown that we've seen, but a good one. I had fun watching it. But it was a 3.46 out of 5 stars overall for the show. So, at the end of the day, not the best. I'm definitely not going to say it's going to be the worst. I'm sure we'll see worse shows at some point. But as we go, next SmackDown is going to probably have a Brock Lesnar versus R-Truth match, and then our Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes match. Not sure if Julia and B-Fab are going to try it again. Not sure if Jade and Tiffany are going to try it again. But if they do, it's going to literally look like this SmackDown. So let's just sit back and watch the show and just see what happens. But if you enjoy these, leave a like. Also, comment down below and leave your opinion on my opinion. And while you're at it, be sure to Glasgow kiss that subscribe button and clock that bell to keep up with new episodes. Alright everyone, I'm hopping off here. Peace.